This is topic B on page 106, creating and managing additional calendars. You have managed your availability options in Outlook to ensure that others who need to schedule meetings with you can see the most accurate and up-to-date view of your availability. Just as it's helpful for you to manage your availability options to benefit your colleagues, it's helpful for you to see when they're available to meet with you. Using calendar groups makes viewing the free busy information for several people easy. In this topic, you will create calendar groups. So first, creating additional calendars. Outlook allows you to add additional calendars to your default calendar workspace so you can track projects, personal appointments, and other activities separately. Outlook displays the calendar side by side for easy review. However, only your default calendar is used for meeting requests and for showing your availability to others. So to create an additional calendar in my Outlook view, right now you can see in my folder pane under the heading My Calendars, I have Calendar. This is my default calendar. Again, when I create meetings or appointments, not appointments, when I create meetings with individuals in my organization, automatically it will be set to my default calendar. Now if I have personal appointments or some kind of schedules that I need to make, I can create additional calendars for that. In your activity, you will be creating a night class schedule calendar, and this will show, you'll create also a recurring class every Wednesday. So you can see you can display separate calendars side by side. Now I'm going to close this one out, the night class schedule, just by clicking the X on that tab name, and I'm going to show you how to create an additional calendar. You would go up to the folder tab on your ribbon, and here you have your new calendar option. Maybe I needed a personal calendar for all of my son's sporting schedule. He has a lot of different practices and things like that. So I'm going to name this Evan's activity schedule. And I want to add this to my calendar. Click OK. Now you can see that pops up under the main heading of My Calendars, and I can just hit the check mark to display this. Now if I have a recurring schedule of his, every Thursday he's meeting for chess club, I can select any Thursday to start with. Where are we here? We'll start on the 30th, April 30th. I'll go ahead and make a recurring appointment for that. And that's from 2:30 to 4:30, and we'll set a recurrence for that. So that's every Thursday, and we'll end by, let's say, June. I think they get out of school like the 18th. I mean, this is if Corona wasn't happening, but so it occurs every Thursday, effective April 30th until June 18th from 2:30 to 4:30. I can save and close that, so you can see that appointment only goes on Evan's activity schedule. Now he also has Saturday. He has golf every day, so I'll select May 2nd, new appointment. We'll do golf lessons. At Ocean County Park. And we'll say this is 9:30 in the morning till noon. That is also recurring every Saturday. And we'll end by, let's say, September 5th for that. Click OK. And save and close. So now, you ask yourself, well, why would you want to have a personal calendar, for all of your events, besides just knowing? It's easier to be able to schedule appointments in your work life if you know what's going on in your personal life as well. Now, the good thing about this yeah, you can line them up and take a look at, well, maybe I'm free on this day, but you can actually overlay the calendars one on top of the other. And this is the reason that I like to keep my calendar colors different for each calendar. So here I have my night class schedule too, so that's set to blue. I can overlay these each one on top of the other. So I can select my Evan Activity Schedule tab, go up to my View tab of my ribbon, and in my Arrangement group I have the Overlay option. So now calendar, my default calendar and Evan's activities, you can see are one on top of the other. I'll hit my night class schedule and overlay that as well. So now I have all three calendars laid out in one spot. Now the important thing with the different colors is you can see your color coding in your days, what your appointments and meetings are. So I can easily see this night class goes with this calendar. Chess Club goes with the green tab, and my defaults are the pink. Now if these were all the same color, it would be hard to see, which event falls on which calendar. So that's why I prefer to keep them as separate colors. Okay, so that's how to create your own additional personal calendars. It could be for work, could be in your personal life, whichever. But you can create additional calendars there. Now, you can also create calendar groups. And calendar group is composed of multiple users' calendars displayed in your calendar workspace. You can create calendar groups to view the calendars you create, as well as the calendars and schedules of others. To do this, I would go up to my Home tab, and in my Manage Calendars command group, here I have Calendar Groups drop down, and I can create a new calendar group. So let's say that me, Jean, and Laura and Lucy are working on a project. And I need to be able to see their calendars to see when they're free for, to meet up, whatever. I just need access to their calendars. We're going to call this, let's see, we'll just call it Outlook Project. Click OK. And then it's going to ask me to select who is included in this project. So I'm going to scroll down and I'll add Jean, and we'll find Laura and Lucy as well. Click OK from here. Now, don't get freaked out. It's a little busy right now. I don't want to see my calendars right now, so I'm going to turn them off. I just want to see Jean's, Laura's, and Lucy's. I'm going to switch back to my month view. You can see I have a tab for each of their calendars, so I am able to access that. And it comes up as Outlook Project in my folder pane, and I can check off exactly who I want to focus on. I can overlay these as well, just like I did for my own personal calendars, just by clicking on the tab and then hitting my overlay button. Okay, so I'm able to view their calendars for different meetings. Some meetings I might not be able to see the details of, but I can at least see when they're going to be out of the office, when they're going to be busy, when they may have something scheduled, they haven't decided if they're going yet, so I can see their availability. All right, and then if I want to not close this out, but just not display it for now, I'm going to click on my default calendar, and then I'll uncheck Outlook Project, and I'm back to my main view. All right, the next video will be Activity 5.2 on page 108.